Okay. I am not.
Yes, you are. Are you still on private?
No, I've fixed it.
Fix it? All right. Can I do a voice check, please?
Yeah. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I wasn't giving you. I want that. I was just trying to.
All right, we're live, guys. Thank you, Gum.
You got the schedule. You have the schedule of picks. Okay, so notes. Okay, so why we don't react? Opinion differences. Doesn't matter. Solve nothing. Conditions. Fuel. Suffering. Okay.
What's the title is?
Title. I edited it, I think.
What's the title for the show?
For the show, how to solve the fuel crisis, and Chamisa demo reaction. Can we check if we have? Okay, I guess we'll know when we do the test if the comments are active tonight, and we don't have the problem from yesterday.
I'll ask people to comment, please.
Yeah, so we will. Hey, why? I missed that track. Whatever happened to our intro? I miss our intro. Okay. All right, so let's can we screen down and go to ads so we start?
Okay.
Shucks, I didn't check my tie. Is it?
Go to ads. Go to ads.
Need help with a quick work lunch, date night, or a group meal with the crew? Delicious food from your favorite restaurants is now available right at your fingertips. Introducing the new Dial a Delivery mobile app. Your food will be delivered from our kitchen to your table in just a few easy steps. Step 1. Set your location. Dial a Delivery uses delivery zones. The delivery charge is $3 and just $5. Step 2. Select your food. Click on each restaurant's tab to see the full menu and add your favorite food items to the cart. Step 3. Checkout. Click the View Cart button to see the items in your cart. You can choose the option to either pay online or pay on delivery. Once everything is all set, click Place Order and your food will be right on its way. Download the Dial a Delivery app from the iPhone App Store or Google Play Store for free now. Dial a Delivery. You ring, we bring. Need help?
Hello, this is your FastJet how-to guide. To book a flight on FastJet, simply go to fastjet.com on your phone, tablet, or computer and choose your departure date, departure airport, and destination. Click to continue and complete all your details. To pay, use your credit card or select Pay Later at any FastJet shop or at the FastJet airport office. Your booking confirmation will be emailed to you, so make sure that you provide the correct contact details. Thank you. Hello.
go to diaspora.freshinnerbox.co.zw.
Supermarkets are charging a lot, so buy all your fresh bread for Fresh in a Box.
Button if you can hear the sound of my voice. Okay, so I think you guys can't hear the sound of my voice. They can hear me now? Okay, you guys can hear me now? Yeah? All right. Hearts button if you can see the visuals. If you can see my face, if you can see my body, if you can see my backdrop. Hearts button if you can. Hearts button if you can see. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of no sound. Are we good with sound? Okay. Stella, hi, Stella. Stella says, Stella King, head bowed. Says sound, please. Okay, I think we fixed that now. Liza said sound is back. Thank you, Liza. I'm seeing some hearts coming in, so I'm guessing you are acknowledging that now you can see the visuals. Let me know, can someone please type and let me know if you can see the visuals? Because we do have people who like to do the complete opposite. I'm still seeing a lot of sound problems. Sound back, okay? Okay, sorry guys, so don't say yes, don't say no, kind of say a statement. Can you hear us? Can you see us? Can you type it out so it's not? All right, hi issue. I need help, guys. Come on, help me out. I need to know if we. Okay, PD says you can hear me now. Can anybody else type in the comment section if you can hear me and or see me? Sound is good. Okay, so I think we're good on sound. Can you guys see me? Can somebody let me know if you can see me, please? Let me know if you can see me. That's a pretty thing you've sent there, Lee Majigara. Thank you for letting us know you're joining us tonight. So we obviously know what that means, boys. We gotta tone down them other jokes. Both cleared out and loud and clear. Excellent. All right. So I think we're good to go. Let me flight mode myself out of the phone so the frequency doesn't interrupt us. Here's where I want to begin tonight. There is a forever ongoing debate that takes place in Zimbabwe about why are Zimbabweans the way that they are? Why are we so tolerant? We probably have the highest levels of tolerance to madness and stupidity. I mean, we tolerate anything. I am so convinced that it doesn't matter what the government of Zimbabwe has ever done. Zimbabweans will tolerate it. It doesn't matter. You will tolerate it. Okay? You who is watching me now, looking at my face now, you will tolerate whatever they do. And you will not resist it. If you will, then tell me how, show me where. If it is true that the majority of Zimbabweans do not tolerate the situations, they would contest against them. Stay with me, I'm going to explain and get to a point. I will land. We operate our country not as a democracy. I know we like, because we are so educated, and we believe we're a democracy. But what we really are is we are a social culture. So if you think of the household you either grew up in, the household you live in, or the household you run, you will notice there is a behavior of a parent that is overriding the behavior of a child, no matter how many the children are, right? So it doesn't matter how many children they are, these children will always be overridden by a father. This is why we call our politicians Baba Amai. If you go to Germany, you will not hear the German people calling Angela Merkel mother of Germany. If you go to South Africa, you will not hear the South Africans calling Cyril Ramaphosa father of the nation. If you go to the United Kingdom, you will not hear them calling Theresa May mother of the United Kingdom. If you go to France, you will not hear them saying father of the nation to Francois Hollande. So what causes a people to start calling their political leaders their fathers? What causes that? There is a reason you end up calling President Emerson Mnangagwa Baba, or you end up calling President Nelson Chamisa Baba. You know what the reason is? I'm going to tell you the reason. The reason we paternalize political leaders is largely because they've stayed for too long. That's it. They've stayed for so long. Takuti vari mudhara. Ukonogara usika wakunzi mudhara zvakafanana nekana ukadanana nemurume kana nemukadzi. Ukaona mukadzi asvika pastage yekuti akukuti baba dedi. Matandara obada matandara kazvokuti ukama hwenyu wakuda kuti wakuda consummation yakasimba nekuti matandara. You only end up calling political leaders or paternalizing or maternalizing political leaders because they've stayed so long that that's why we call them that. So the reason we are so tolerant as a country is no matter how many kids are in the country, we will always tolerate baba. Inini kumba kwangu zvinondozikanwa kunzi nyangwe mukabhonga, nyangwe mukaita hasha, nyangwe mukajamba, muchangozoti mudhara. Just like Zanu-PF. Muchangozoti handi mudhara. So that's where we are, and at a psychological level, that's what we have to debunk. Two critical issues that I will address today. Issue number one, which is news of the day. The MDC demonstrations that took place today. Are we okay? Sorry. The MDC demonstration that took place today. My team was all squinting, so I was wondering why. That's number one. Number two, I am going to break down how you solve the fuel crisis, because nobody is talking about that. Government is saying, fuel crisis, we are on top of the fuel situation. They won't even call it a crisis. Opposition is not talking about how to solve it. They're talking about we're going to demonstrate and we're going to keep on demonstrating and we're going to keep on demonstrating. I have not heard one statement from opposition about how they're going to solve the fuel crisis. So allow me to break down both. Everybody is asking, so what's your interpretation of the march today? So was the march a success or was the march a flop? Let me break it down for you. Why were you marching? What was the point of the march? Were you marching because you didn't have anything else to do? Were you marching because you wanted to see your friends and see each other? Were you marching because you wanted to test if you still had the political prowess or if you still had the political wits to be able to mobilize your people together? Why were you marching? Why did you get out on the street? If you went out on the street today, why did you get out on the street? Did you get out on the street because you wanted to prove a point? Did you get out on the street because or did you get out on the street because those are na baba the opposition? Here's the breakdown. You're going to hear different versions. So Herald, which is state propaganda, is going to come and tell you the march was a complete flop. their purview or lens into the marches. Hapana chambobuda kuya vanhu vanga vari vashoma zvisingatomboite. Sensationalists who love Nelson Chamisa to death are going to tell you God himself came and asvika pakufambira mumhepo Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa anga kutobhururuka achifamba mumhepo. Sensationalists are going to go there. They're going to tell you that God himself showed up, lifted Nelson Chamisa, and he was flying like Peter Pan. People who I think don't have correct purview of the past are going to tell you it was a full rally. It was full, good rally, well attended, everybody was happy. So happy that vanhu kutotengerana doro. Vanga vachinwa chapu mudhara mabhodhoro echapomba, mabhodhoro ema7 days, mabhodhoro echibuku anga achitenderera yanga iri free bar and catering. You're going to hear those. Then you hear those who compare it to the past. Those who say, but hold on. When we saw bigger marches, if you say this is the mother of all demonstrations, come on now. Come on. Nobody said that except the leaders of MDC. It is President Chamisa himself who said this will be the mother of all demonstrations. What about Restore Legacy? What about the march MDC had just the day before elections, which was 5 times the space of Africa Unity Square, and you filled it to the brim? To the brim. That is the thorough muscle of MDC was out there. What about that? What about the marches Morgan Tsvangirai made? So there will be those who make the comparisons to say, so was the march, as good as the past. What I say is this: it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter if 5 people showed up at the march or if 5,000 people showed at the march. It absolutely doesn't matter. And this is why it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, did the march today stop anything from happening? Is there something that was happening in the country today that stopped happening because of the march? Zero. Nothing stopped happening. Kumachi ndokwa square wane wana wanga wasina zvekuita. Jana nechekuita wamona kumachi kuya. Ndiudze. Who has something else to do there? Who? Person Zamara. Huh? Is it Person Zamara? Where was he supposed to be today? If Person Zamara was not at the march today, where was he supposed to be? Ndibatsire, Dr. Wangwa kuchipatara Dr. Person Zamara. Pamwe ndiri kuziya. Kobiti anga achifana rupi. Biti anga achifana ari kupi nhasi. Dai anga siriko. Ko President Chamisa. Where else was he supposed to be? Munombozoti basa rawo President Chamisa ndiro kutori kubasa. So nobody was there who had anything else to do. The people who had other things to do, you know where they were? They were in fuel queues. The fuel queues held a bigger march and a bigger demonstration against government and the economy than the MDC demonstration. I am an objective person. When you do well, I clap my hands and I say you do well. But allow me to school you a little. Allow me to school you a little. ZANU-PF 101, okay? Allow me to school you a little. Kanamati matanga chunu, chinonzi march. Chinovana kugumira somewhere. When ZANU-PF carries out its marches or its solidarity programs, they are designed to destroy an enemy that they are targeting and replace it with a preference that they have. So the march will be a solidarity march with President Mugabe by the Youth League, designed to get rid of Emerson Mnangagwa and put in Lady Gaga. That's what a march does. Look at countries like Venezuela. Okay? Venezuela, when it was marching against its leadership, they did not get off the street until the job was done. They didn't get off the street. Look at Egypt. In Tahrir Square, when Egypt decided that we are now going to resist against the force of government coming to us, they did not get off the street. You don't go to a march and then go home and eat your food waiting for you in your microwave. You don't do that. madhara ese anga ari pepe vangoda kuti kurumidze vagare vaenda kwa kudoka vanofanira kupfuura vachiona magirlfriend vasati vasvika padheni. Munozviziva? I mean, those who know your madharas, you know kuti madhara enyu MDC anga akarotaimira time ka because nhasi atenga pass kudheni auza madhara ndichanoroka kuuya because ndiri kupi ndiri kumachi. Saka machi dai yakurumidza yapera ndapfuura nepasiders ndaona nhunhu ndoenda padheni. Saka kurara kupi? Kurara kumachi? Never. So everybody who came out was willing to go. So how serious is the march? If you want to protest successfully, you've got to be able to know what you're pointing at and you've got to be able to hit. That's how it works. Boys and girls, that is how it works. And in some countries, protesters can stay on the street for a long time. In the United States, Occupy Wall Street, protesters against the banking format of the United States literally camp and tent outside Wall Street banks and still no result. It's not a game. I don't think it's a game. I think what you're doing is very serious. I just don't think you're doing it seriously. What MDC is doing is serious. You're just not doing it seriously. You think madira jecha, mafamba mustoro makatakura traki jecha, as mamune for sure. Jecha mnori ziyerem. Morgan changirai. Dokudira jecha. Morgan changirai akadira jecha kusika vanhu vazvambura baba. Morgan changirai tasiri kuziya kuti face yake yepa picture kutukanzi picture ya Morgan changirai yakaita sei unofunga Morgan changirai yakarowa. And even mukurowa akati nemumbura mese angari Morgan. Chamisa was there too. I'm not disregarding him. I'm explaining the seriousness of kujamuka. Saka mujamuka. I mean, anyway, ndizongba wenyu, azongba wenu. Nango ndikuota uro mafungiro angu semuna sina mbota uro zvaari kufunga nasi. Nandikuzo ndo mafungiro angu kuti machi yenyu. If you are happy with it, I guess excellent. But a couple of positives that I want you to take away from your march today. I'll give you a couple of positives. Positive number one is Nelson Chamisa is getting clearer on the message he is trying to convey. And what is the message he's trying to convey? The trouble I have with Nelson Chamisa, and I like Nelson Chamisa, I always have, he just wasn't my candidate. But the challenge I have is he has so many messages that if I ask you that what is the one message that Nelson Chamisa builds consensus around, you don't have an answer for me. What's the one message? Is it majigis? Kundibe majigi angu? Is it social reform? Is it political reform? Is it economic reform? What is his flagship program? But here's what Nelson Chamisa did right today. He became clearer on his message. He put it in wording. He's petitioning the various bodies that he's petitioning. Trust me. Trust me. If petitions delivered change, there would be change in Yemen. If petitions delivered change, there would have been faster change in Somalia. If petitions delivered change, Russia would have never annexed Ukraine. If petitions delivered change, we would have never seen the Soweto 1960 June 16 massacres. Because who wasn't protesting? Who wasn't protesting? Always remember this. War tactic you must always remember, especially if you've ever had an opportunity to study ZANU-PF political minds or ZANU-PF tactical military minds. You will understand what they understood that they had to do when they had a problem with their government. Do you remember? Do you remember what young bands of patriots decided to do when they had a problem with the Smith regime? What did they do? Did they march? Did they do petitions? Did they protest? What did they do? So you did right by becoming clear on your why, but you still haven't figured your how. The second thing you did well is you showed the world that you can be agents or front leaders, runners of peaceful demonstrations. There were no major incidents of shops being broken down. There were no major incidents of violence. There were no major incidents of any business disruption. On one hand, it could be because but on the other hand, it could simply because you have now mastered how to be the examples of peace. That's my thinking. That's what I think you did well. I think you marched peacefully. Well done. I think you're clearer on your message. Well done. I think you achieved absolutely nothing. There is nothing is going to change tomorrow morning. Huh? Tomorrow, the price of fuel goes up by about 7 cents. Nothing is going to change the country we're waking up tomorrow because Tendai Biti anga kapfeka hembe dzemapostori. Because Tendai Biti anga akapfeka hembe dzemapostori. Asakapfeka ngiweni ya black. Kurasika kwacho. Apfeka gemens remapostori. Abaveka hate ya black. Muti muna right. So nothing changes. I know not everybody will agree with me, but like I said, there will be different opinions on what happened today, but the result is one. Nothing changes. Wrong tact. I guess that's it on the marches. I don't know what else is there. Maybe it's me. Maybe those who are in England watching can tell me better. Those who are in South Africa watching can tell me better. I was on the front line on the streets watching it as it happened in real time. But you'll be amazed that people who were not even at the match, you, fanga yondu kukuona iwewe, wangosto mboriko, in fact, anoto mbona baka napanga ichitika pacho, wazona ma video pa WhatsApp, wakutoro kwa wakaipa, iwe kwa na iwe. Ngoji chanda shift yako kukunzuki South Africa uko. My 5 rand. You know yourself. You 5 rand. And then like a group chat. You confuse them. Kempton, 5 rand. Anyway, okay. The bigger issue that I think is the real kryptonite and handicap of the country is the fuel crisis. It is absolutely a crisis. I don't understand why, number one, Nelson Chamisa is not leveraging of it. Do you understand, oh my God, how angry people are at the queues? Had I been the opposition front runner, my mind would be, therein lies an opportunity to do 2 things. The fuel crisis gives me an opportunity to sensationalize a fault, but number 2, it gives me an opportunity to rally people around me on an issue of consensus. Julius Malema identified the Guptas as the issue of consensus. He identified Nkandla as the issue of consensus. When you are in the opposition, taking punches going in, you're taking the front foot in. You identify the issue and you move. So, I don't understand. Bora rakapenya, makapua bora rakapenya. Kunge munazorwa inozorwa wani nazorwa chichi nozorwa cheuduka zora munhu anobva apenya. Anyway, vanozorana munoziya ungawazora munhu wako something kana wada unazo iya unofana unazozora chisini dzako kuti dzipenye kana kupenya kunge ring yapolishwa or something. Anyway, kana kupenya kunge sini wapolishwa here nevanopolisha kune vanhu vanopolisha pachika panapa vakakupolisha matools emuworkshop anopenya apolishwa matools emuworkshop. So there is an open opportunity for the opposition. I don't understand why they're not taking it. But let's go to the problem and how you solve it. That's the real problem of the day. The real problem of the day is the fuel crisis. Now, opposition is not maximizing. Government, on the other hand, is doing exactly what I explained earlier. Government is taking the father to children approach, where it doesn't matter that the children are crying. Government is the father and they say, that's what government is doing. You have government telling you that we are on top of the situation. How? How are you on top of the situation? Sorry, who in government is on top of the situation? Who? Which one? Which one wants to raise his hand and say, it is me who is on top of the situation? The networking problem with the fuel crisis is, for every car that is on a fuel queue is people who are less productive. So if the salesman of a computer company is on the fuel queue, that means he is not selling computers. If the client of the computer company is on a fuel queue, that means they're not buying computers. Ultimately, an economy is made up of trade. An economy is about, I must sell more to you so I can make more money from you, and with more money I can do more. When I can do more, I can employ more. If I can employ more, I can feed more mouths. So, my friend Kudakwashe Busasiwa, right? You guys know him, Mr. Fresh in a Box. He's one of the advertisers on this show. He runs a company that does vegetables, and every day they dispatch hundreds of vegetable boxes to people's households. If he is in a queue, okay, that means he can't even go and pick up the vegetables. If he can't go and pick up the vegetables, that means the farmer can't sell. If the farmer can't sell, that means the farmer is now at risk of losing produce that is going to go bad. So the ripple effects of the fuel crisis are thorough and they are widespreading. You want to understand what the problem is, and then you want to understand why we have the problem, and then you want to understand how we solve the problem. So that is the problem. You can't move. So government is in the process of holding us by the neck. Literally, what Mthuli has done, and he's becoming so arrogant about it, which is a pity, because like I've always said, I like Mthuli, but he has now worn the hat yemsangano. Pfungwa dzeu professor dzapakwa afa akufana kunzi comrade Mthuli ava sisiri professor vave comrade, because kana wa comrade unanga zvinhu zvechi comrade vari kuti ivo comrade, inini ndoda kubata huro yako chawakanda mukanwa chese before chadzika nepahuro pako ndofana ndachidhonza. That's what government has done with its tax program. What Mthuli has done with his tax program, he says, I don't really know how you're going to eat. In fact, I don't care how you're going to eat. But as soon as you eat, I must grab your neck, I must pull your neck out, and I must take what you've eaten before you've enjoyed it and taken it to your stomach. Do you understand me? Are you following me? You're with me. That's what the minister has done. So, even minister, even if you want to take more, if you want to take more from the people, Mr. Minister, you're going to have to give them a chance to go and actually eat, so you can take from them eating. But they can't even go and eat because they can't trade. So if we can't trade, you've got no money to tax me. If you can't tax me, you can't eat. So you want to build the pot of honey for government to spend. Why is the minister introducing his programs? Because he has a pot of honey that everybody wants to go and take some Gucci and... But kuti lume mutucha, kuti unakirwe ne mutucha wacho, lula baba amatambo tangata shanda. So you are killing the golden goose that lays the golden eggs. What the minister wants is the golden egg, but he's holding the neck of the golden goose. And that's what fuel queues do. So we are at a standstill. You can't sell, you can't buy, because people are busy doing a demonstration on the fuel queues. That is what the problem is as far as the fuel crisis is concerned. Okay? This is what the problem is today. Some people are watching this right now in a fuel queue. Right now. Anybody who witnessed 2008, you will know that in 2008, even this wasn't the norm. let me walk you to how we solve this. The reason you are unable to find fuel at the fuel station is because the businessman who sells fuel doesn't have the medium of exchange to go to the refineries or to go to the supplier and pay. Do you know what a medium of exchange is? Minister Mtuli, I want to show you something. Can you pull up the meaning of medium of exchange? Do we have it? I want to show you what a medium of exchange. The medium of exchange, you know, ancient times used to do barter trade where I gave you a goat, you gave me some eggs. I gave you a goat, you gave me the equivalent of a goat in return. Until we used into multiple currencies that include new age currencies like the Bitcoin, like cryptocurrencies, like digital currencies or digital pay platforms. But it has to be a medium of exchange. Can you read the meaning of the medium of exchange? Look at the second from last line. Huh? Can somebody who's watching this read this? Can somebody who is watching read? Is it up? Read the second from last line. What is a medium of exchange? Snap, I can't read, but I guess I can pull it up on my phone. Okay. Medium of exchange must represent a value accepted by all parties. So when you go to South Africa to buy from Sasol fuel, and you say, here I come, my name is Engine Petroleum. Can I buy 1 million liters and here is 1 million bond notes, which is equivalent to $1 million US. What will they tell you? That 1 is not equal to 1. That's it. When you go, they will tell you 1 is not equal to 1. So the supplier of your fuel, you who is in a fuel queue, is determined by the fuel station owner going to buy fuel. Now the fuel station owner can't even go and do a straight jet. Ahatokwanise kwenda kwenda jet na Sasol for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, RBZ is the one that decides who gets the foreign currency at this so-called 1:1 to be able to go and buy. So they decide the front runners. Number 2, the owner of the business cannot go to a bank like, say, Nedbank, Barclays Bank, Cabs Bank, Stanbic Banks, Truworth Bank. We have 16 financial houses in the country. Big banks, we call them. They cannot go to any of these banks, which have all made significant profits. Every bank in Zimbabwe made a profit this year. Not a single bank made a loss. But yet a business can go to the bank and say, can I have $1 million so that I can take this $1 million and go and give it to Sasol so Sasol can give me 1 million liters and I can sell 1 million liters. Why? Because the bank doesn't function with those US dollars. You get to the bank, you ask for US dollars, they'll tell you, I can give you 1 million bond note maybe, and I'm going to put some interest on that. So you have taken cuffs and wasunga makumbo ema business acho. So the business, and then you tell the business it cannot collect US dollars from the market. So you who wants to buy fuel, the fuel station has been told, don't accept the US dollar, or rather, not don't accept it, but don't enforce a regime of the US dollar. We're in a multi-currency system guided by the principle of 1:1. And we're a $29 million surplus in the country, says Minister of Finance. So this guy can't get fuel, this guy can't go and buy fuel, and government still wants to tax the fuel company, and it wants to tax you. And to add sweet to the cake, they have increased the duty they are now collecting on fuel, and fuel prices are going up tomorrow. Handle that. Pabati, satambe shasha. kunonzi kutongwa namudhara. Nyangu ukada kukika. Nyangu ukada kuita hasha ukaita ma star jumps. Vamwe wakatomboita ma press ups vachita mademo kuita ma press ups ehasha. Hiya. Asi uchibva ipapo woti ndodira jecha, chadirwa jecha, asi uchangopaka mufyokyu. Because ndo dambudziko ratacreatirwa well, let's be easy now, let's take it easy, let's zvakazomboda kundikwadzisa izvi. Ndo dambudziko ratacreatirwa nesystem yatiri kushandisa handiti here. Mavabata. That's the problem. Now, how do you solve it? How do you solve it? How do you solve this problem? How do we make the fuel queues go away? Do you want them to go away? How do we do that? How do we do that? I'm going to tell you. I'll tell you how you do it. Because it's actually simpler than it looks. One of the biggest problems with the demo that happened today with the opposition is the demo said, this is our demands. We demand this immediately. Remove 2%. Get rid of the fuel queues. Remove corruption. And if you don't, we're going to continue demonstrating. Tikasaita munotita se hapana zvamunombonita hapana. So what are the consequences of not fixing the problem? This is again, I feel, missed opportunities that MDC is missing. You have to be clear. If I don't meet your demands, uchandita say what you're gonna uchafeka mangwana uchafeka blue, mangwana uchafeka green, mangwana uchafeka blue. Pangariti ndaibiti nganyarari tozora ani talent rekutisa antiza akasikira Acie Chamisa zvenyu vele Chamisa akusumudwa nemweya mutsvene chete. So what are you going to do? What do you do if it doesn't get fixed? What are you going to do if it doesn't get fixed? What? Don't look at me like I'm the one who created the problem. Don't look at Lumumba like Lumumba ndi andiko. I am asking, what are you going to do if the problem doesn't get fixed? You who know, you who is smarter than me, you who is excellent at typing, what are you going to do if they don't fix the problem? Let me help you. Because obviously you need some. And Papa is here. So let me help you. The problem, we've simplified it, right? Is the fact that you can't ultimately go and use the bond note. The problem is the RBZ is in the way of transactions. So how do you fix this whole problem? What do you have to do? What do you have to do to fix this whole problem? I am going to give you a tactical breakdown of how you attack the problem. I will give you the overlay narrative, and then I'll give you the tactical breakdown. And then I'll tell you that I'm joking because I don't want to get arrested and I don't want to die. I actually now really like life. I really like life. So I'm going to tell you, and then you and me are going to agree, Nanch Tamba. If we can agree on that, can we agree on that? Can we agree? Like, in fact, if we can agree, can you show me, I don't know, the hearts button? Can you click the hearts button? If we can agree that when I tell you, Tangati Chitamba, hearts button, hearts, click those hearts until your fingers hurt. Otherwise, forget it. In fact, otherwise, even switch off. Click let the hearts click. I need to know. Could it chabumira na tese kuti tangati chitamba? Kuti mazodawudira inini jecha apa ndiri kuodesa jecha racho muzodiriza jecha imika. Can we agree? Hearts button? Can we agree? You know, maybe in the comment section, write in the comment section that we agree. We good? Okay, so we agreed. Here is how it works. The problem is this bond note I told you about. The bond note was a problem from the day it came in. You know that. I know that. Everybody knows that. Okay? Everybody knows. The bond note, Musata Nyoko. Everybody knows. Okay? Bond note, Musata Nyoko. Okay? Everybody knows that. So, but Chakura manje chi, Musata chia chakura and chakuda kuchekwa. Now, you have to begin by resisting the burnout. Kutoiramba kuti iwe andisi kuda kubata chinhu ichi, andisi kuchida. What farmers, I gave you an example today of Kuda, my friend. I was with him this morning. His farmers are simply saying, Mudara, pamuri kuya muchida kutenga makabeji, uyai makabata mayusa. Musina kubata mayusa, ngaafe zvawo makabeji acho. Nekuti kwatiri kunotenga fertilizer, mbeu, kuri kudiwa mayusa. But iye Kuda nekuti anda kunza anoziya chirungu, fresh in a box kwakazara towana turungu tukushanda ikoko, anda kunza anoziya chirungu anoti ndokucharge $20 ne eco cash. Which eco cash inokucharge you lose 5% pa inokupa cash mawoko. Woborowa 2% na mutuli. So you lose 15% pa wanokupa iri cash. Obwanzi saka it's like warowa nekumberi. Wapeza warowa nekumberi obwataimiro nekumashure na mutuli achitora 2%. Achipedza kutora 2% wasara wa mira paipaya wakuita kunge street kid kunge Temba Muliswa. Wakambona mamiriro anokuita Temba Muliswa kunzvimbo dzaanozi akokwa asina kukokwa kunge street kid. Ndozvaunosara waitiswa nekuda kuita chirungu. So don't touch it. Don't touch it. The fuel company has to simply make a decision. Now, I know the argument that comes with it. The argument is, but inina ndikutambiraka in foreign currency. Saka nanzi kutambira in foreign currency, iwo vari kuidirei in foreign currency. Because you are not generating foreign currency, first of all, and they are selling a foreign product. Are they not? Are they not? Is fuel a local or a foreign product? Can you go to South Africa and buy fuel with bond notes? You cannot. You buy it with what? With foreign currency. So they're selling a foreign product. They are right to sell it in foreign currency. But now, I already know the arguments you're thinking about, because these are the arguments people have already played. No, but the country won't be able to function because our RTGS balance is about 9 billion and our US balance about 3 billion. Listen to me. Listen to me. The alternative is not going to make it better. In 2009, you know I'm not a fan of Tendai Biti. I don't like him. I don't want to bore. I don't want to bore. And you are watching me right now, but mumoyo mako ka unenge fadzai maere ndinokusota. Ndinokufaka fadzai maere antu ndinotomusota. Alpha chirungu kufa kupa 100,000 followers. Unakana boyfriend one. Saka ndozori kunono ndinosota ndozviziya. Saka inotambike kuswa inausura Tendai Biti. But in 2009 when Tendai Biti came in, he was in charge of the program that dollarized the economy. We didn't have a bond note in 2009. Do you remember? We had the US dollar only. From 2009 to 2013, you could go into a bank and get a loan in US dollars. You could go into a bank and withdraw US dollars. You could do transactions in US dollars. So don't tell me that this country cannot go back to using the US dollar only. Don't tell me that. Because in fact, your argument is flawed, because what we are doing now is the problem. What we were doing then worked. If we needed to adjust and reform it, we should have, but it worked. We had 5 years of US dollar, baby. 5 years. Investors were in a hurry to come to Zimbabwe. Why were they in a hurry to come to Zimbabwe? Mibhedha yedu yemahotera ikasvika pakuneta. Nekurarwa nemainvestor vachirara pabhedha nemalocal partner. Some of you became professional local partners, professional hosts of investors. Now makuhosta makombi drive. Do makuhosta makombi drive, ma football player, my investor hosta. Why? It worked. Was it painful to remove the bad currency to replace it with the US dollar. Was it painful? Yes. Very painful. People lost pensions that they had worked for years. But we got back on our feet because that is what we do as Zimbabweans. We take it and we keep on moving. So we made it. So you have to go back to... Problem is that you go back there and you start there. But the only way this works, pay very close attention, because what I'm about to tell you now is what is missing. There are people who are already accepting US dollar only. So it's not so that part is not unique. Here is what we are missing, and here is the most important part. It can't be done in silos. One service station can't do it. One civil servant can't do it. One businessman can't do it, because they can shut down one service station. They can shut down one combi operator. They can shut down one supermarket. Do you know what they can't do? Do you know what they can't do? They cannot shut down every fuel operator. They can't do it. They can't do it. They cannot shut down every supermarket. They cannot shut down every restaurant. They can't shut down every market. They can't do it. They can't. That is what you call strategic economic resistance. Kujamuka kuti zvadirwa jecha. Kwete kudira jecha muchidira jecha wakabata iwe winky D ndosaka ja praiser achikutsvaira, because ja praiser anoziva kuti kana akuya anoya arichi nemasoja. Masoja akabata chi zombo euruka ine maninja. Winky kuda uya nemaninja. Ninja here wiki ninja. Kuti wona hanzi masoja auya chidaidza maninja. Wafa unoiziya iwe. It has to be everybody. So the school teacher has to say to the headmaster, nope, not me. I am not touching that thing. The nurse has to say to the administrator, I am not touching that thing. The employee at every level simply has to say, I am not touching that thing. And why are you not touching it? You're not touching it because it is not a valuable means of exchange. You cannot walk into a shop and trade with it. That's simple. That's why you don't want it, because you can't use it. You say, andiskuda kushandira chinhu chandisingagone kunoshandisa. Otherwise, wasiya nini munhu arikushandira chikwambo. Wasiya nini munhu ane spiritual wife kana spiritual husband kuti uri kutorikitwa kumagumbezeka, but pauri kumuka iwo ndiwe kosakunakirwa neprogram. Iwo ndiwe kosakunakirwa neprogram. Program yafaya usiku wese ongochi jump wa usiku wese. Jumping castle, jumping jack. Now, obviously I'm joking and joke. This whole program, my jokes. I don't, everything I'm saying kutamba. But imagine that. Imagine if the market, you are not fighting against government. Remember, I am the same Lumumba that campaigned for Emerson Mnangagwa. Okay? Same guy. Same guy. I just don't agree with everything that government does. I just don't agree with everything. And right now, our president is silent as a church mouse. When was the last time anybody heard the president speaking to something that is paining us? When was the last time you heard him? Even I want to hear the president speaking. Chamisa atosvika pakuchema nekuita demonstration yeku9 ndokumbirawo kani kuti taure newe. If it was up to me, if leaders of political parties were really thinking about the people first, Nelson Chamisa and President Emerson Mnangagwa need to lock themselves in a room, no cameras, no people. Lock themselves in a room and say, Mudara ne mwana baba pana arikubuda muno kushigira tapedzirana kutaura. Between the two of them, they can figure this baby out. Because right now, I don't know who's winning. I don't even think he's happy. I mean, I don't know. I didn't ask him, but I don't think he's winning. What are you winning? Who is happy? Which business in Zimbabwe is clapping hands? Which one? Except Minister Mtuli, who is celebrating that in 1 month he's made a profit of $29 million. The Minister of Finance said in 1 month he has made $29 million profit as government. From where? It has to be uniform. Everybody has to say, I will play my part. Now, it will be painful for you, it will be painful for government, it will be painful for your customers. It will be very painful. But in do jekseni rinopinza mushonga aguma. Do aguma. In fact, aguma ndo ya tukutambo. Mix and match. Tukutambo aguma. Tukuchemera ARV. Kuda kumana buy me some time. Dibe we ARV zunzi. Aguma. Sharapito. That's it. I'm joking. Completely joking. I'm joking. Nothing of what I'm saying is serious. But my joke is, if everybody says no, whatever your business is right now, wherever you get paid right now, whether on things at airtime, inini jangu andis kuchida ichi, ndiruguda ichi, CI ichi, mundipe ichi. The market will save the day. I believe in the people of this country. I believe they want this problem solved. I believe they can solve it. I believe government can play their part too. But the problem is we are all running in different directions, doing our own things. I am not preaching secession. I'm not preaching trying to subvert a constitutional elected government. I'm not even preaching removing ZANU-PF. I am preaching market controlling the market. Tivisireiwo vanhu vasaramborana mataxshop varuda kurana economy kuti aiwana kule togona kutokuchengetaiga even better than Maria Murkuda makapaka paposto. You know, this 2% is really a bad idea. It's bad news. This 2% really, you know, when the first time I heard about it, it had already been announced. First time Minister Mtuli opened his mouth, it was about 2% market rejected. And I remember sitting in a meeting where I said, do you not see what China, Singapore, Japan did? They said every small, medium enterprise that doesn't earn a certain threshold only pays $2 a day. So instead of charging me 2% per transaction, which only makes you $36 million a year or something, if you charge every small trader only $2 a day, remove all the other taxes, remove your Zinara, your ZBC, your AIDS levy, your pocket money, remove all of those. Simply say 2%, $2 a day. $2 a day across 2 million, about 2 million vendors we have in the country. That's that's 60 million a month. 60 million a month. So you're looking at about $720 million you're looking at a year versus about a measly 360 you were going to make using all your other taxes combined that you're currently giving to the small medium earner. Remove them so that the only thing Munanonzi small business is thinking about is I must pay my $2 a day. China does it successfully. It works. It's easy for me to accept inomedzeka program yacho vakuru but andiri kunzindotuka vakuru andiri kunzinda farisa andiri especially kunzingwa muzanu-PF andiri fanga ngumuri muzanu-PF izvo ndino lowest position muzanu-PF inonzi cell member ndinogara pasi tikapinda kumeeting ndinendiri kumashure andibvunzwe mibvunzo andira chandinonzi ndidaire anditombowonekwe asi ndopuwa t-shirt ndopuwa cap ndopuwa scarf ndiri muzanu-PF and ndokwandiri kuda kugara anditi ndinzwe michiri Lumumba atuka ZANU-PF imi ndikuda kugara kuzanu-PF zvandinoda kugarira kuzanu-PF ndezvakune moyo mangu anditi ndezvakune moyo mangu. I know why I love my party just like you know why you love your party. Pane vanga vachinwa masupa aya mamono auende kubasa weono your party gave you your party. Until next time. Headbound.
A quick work lunch, date night, or a group meal with the crew? Delicious food from your favorite restaurants is now available right at your fingertips. Introducing the new Dial Delivery mobile app. Your food will be delivered from our kitchen to your table in just a few easy steps. Step 1. Set your location. Dial Delivery uses delivery zones. The delivery charge is $3 and just $5. Step 2. Select your food. Click on each restaurant's tab to see the full menu and add your favorite food items to the cart. Step 3. Checkout. Click the View Cart button to see the items in your cart. You can choose the option to either pay online or pay on delivery. Once everything is all set, click Place Order and your food will be right on its way. Download the Dial Delivery app from the iPhone App Store or Google Play Store for free now. Dial Delivery. You ring, we bring. Need help with a quick work lunch, date night,
If you're in the diaspora, you can now send your family a fresh box, 2 big chickens, and 10 kgs of potatoes for just $30 US. Go to diaspora.freshinabox.co.zw.
Supermarkets are charging a lot, so buy all your fresh bread for fresh in a box.
Your FastJet how-to guide. To book a flight on FastJet, simply go to fastjet.com on your phone, tablet, or computer and choose your departure date, departure airport, and destination. Click to continue and complete all your details. To pay, use your credit card or select Pay Later at any FastJet shop or at the FastJet airport office. Your booking confirmation will be emailed to you, so make sure that you provide the correct contact details. Thank you.